Well, yes, that's it. Quite right, huh?
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining.
In 2020, the Warriors ended up going 15-50 and not making the playoffs with coming off an injury. In 2021, they ended up going against a play-in where they went up against LeBron James, and LeBron James hit one of the greatest shots in play-in history, seeing 2 baskets. Moving on, they went to the 2022 series, and they dominated, and of course, they had the return of my boy, Klay Thompson. He came back, everything was hype, everything was going well, and that's exactly what the Warriors needed. They needed hope coming off a season, wanting Klay Thompson to be back 100%, and in his first NBA game, doing things like this just gave them hope and wanted them to keep competing. And of course, they also found a star-studded point guard at the 23 years old in Jordan Poole, being one of the best players, most unrecognizable players in the draft, and him turning into the splash trio behind Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Him even going in the playoffs against the 2022 Celtics, who was a dominant team with Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown in the backcourt. It just was a phenomenal team that we created, coming off of probably the worst 2 seasons the Warriors have had in a very long time. And people doubted the dynasty, but this proved that the dynasty came back. And we ended up winning the 2022 NBA Finals. And Steph Curry was finally crowned the award he was always waiting for, and that is Finals MVP. Everybody said if he won Finals MVP, he might be the greatest point guard of all time. And in this season in the New York Knicks, he broke the 3-point record for all-time threes. And him winning this award just solidified everything for his career. And from this point on, we now knew as an NBA fan base that we could never doubt Curry. And of course, this is my favorite team, so I'm going to root for them anyway, no matter if they're bad or good. I was glad that this happened, and Stephen Curry 100% deserved it. But then things took a turn for the worst when Draymond Green ended up punching Jordan Poole, and everything took a downhill spiral from there. This was in the off-season, in the practice facility. They get into an altercation, and Draymond Green punches somebody. And during that season, the Warriors acquire Chris Paul from the Wizards in exchange for Jordan Poole, which, in my opinion, was one of the dumbest trades because Chris Paul is 38 years old. He's legit a fucking dinosaur. He's not LeBron James. And you gave him away for a 24-year-old kid with promise. And I know he hasn't been doing good in the Wizards, but if you stay with the Warriors, I think he'd still be doing good. And then, of course, we got people out here like Klay Thompson just absolutely doing nothing. Draymond Green punching people. Klay Thompson having the worst probably year of his entire career and the worst shooting slump I've ever fucking seen. And this is my favorite player I'm talking about here. Just in the worst shooting slump I've ever seen. And don't even get me started on this guy, fucking Andrew Wiggins. Ever since the fucking NBA Finals, this man was like, fuck it, I got my ring. I guard Jason Tatum. I'm fucking gone from the team. I don't know what the fuck. I know he's having family issues, and I completely understand that. Prayers to him and his family. But what the fuck? You're a basketball player, dude. You're not playing basketball. And of course, Klay Thompson probably had his last game ever with the Kings today, against the Kings today. And everybody's making fun of him, saying it's probably his last time here in Golden State. And these guys are special, going from the championships, all the hardships they wore back in the old days. Combined, they had 19 All-Stars and they had 4 championships in just 12 years. They even had people like Kevin Durant on the team. That's how good this team was. It was a super team. The greatest team of all time ever assembled, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Is this the end of the dynasty, or is this the start of something new and they're going to come back like they did in 2022? Let me know in the comments.